Even me, Lord, even me, even me, Lord, even me. They used to say, "Oh Lord, wow, thou art passing out blessings, let some drown, let some drop, let some drop. Please let some fall down on me." Let me go again because I was muted. Even me, Lord. Even me. Even me, Lord. Even me. Oh Lord, wow, thou art passing out blessings, let some drop, let some drop, let some drop on me. When I was a teenage girl, I aspired to be a chief financial officer, okay? Because that was higher than I'd ever seen a Black woman go. And something in me told me that Casey, you could do it. You could be the chief financial officer of some huge company one day. And so I made sure that I got the grades and I majored in corporate finance, and then I took myself to corporate America to learn how to be a CFO, right? And then I started working in Charlotte at Bank of America at the headquarters. And I was in the chief financial officer group. I was in the CFO group of the company, working on the floor with all of the executives, and I was surrounded by white boys. There were no Black people, okay? There were a few white women, right? But I was surrounded by white boys, and I learned there that I was really good. I was cold. I could run circles around them, right? So then I thought bigger, right? I thought bigger. And I said, actually, I could just run a company that's huge, right? I'll be the CEO of a company one day, right? I'll be the CEO of a huge company one day, right? And so I started asking people questions, right, about how to get there, right? And they had answers for me, right? And they told me, well, Casey, I mean, if you want to be a CEO, then, you know, you can't just be over here with us spending money, right? Because risk management doesn't generate money. You have to go and understand the products that make money. So I said, okay, cool. And so then I started seeking out roles where I could be, closer to the product, right? Not top of the house where the CFO sat, right? But literally in the business, right? And as I started doing, conversations, pitching myself, etc., right? Somebody said, Casey, you actually need to, know how to structure the product. You need to go in credit first. I'm like, okay. Mind you, doing these small steps, I would find out later, that was easy for them to tell me to do because they didn't see me doing what I was talking about in the first place, right? And I still thought I needed somebody to give me what I wanted. Yeah. So I joined credit, right? And it turned out I was really, really good at that. I mean, every 18 months, I'm getting another promotion and another one, and the money going up, and like my income is going up by 100K, right? And still, I'm running circles around folk. Only Black girl, right? So I talked to my manager one day, right? And I said, hey, I want to be the CEO of a major corporation one day. And I need to make sure that all of the next steps I have get me there. Now, here we go. Now we're running into friction now, right? Because at this point, I'm a vice president, right? I'm not the little girl from South Carolina with a Southern twang who's not a threat anymore, right? And my manager looked at me and she said, why the CEO? I mean, maybe you just want to be a market manager of Northern California like my mentor is. And I said, no, yeah, threatened. Yeah, that's the word. Scarcity, that's the word. Insecure, that's the word. And I said, no. Like I literally have the chops to lead a huge organization like this one right here, like the CEO of a top company in the globe, right? And literally perturbed, like, why does it have to be okay? So then, right, I said, okay, like I've done this entire journey. I said, oh, okay, let me talk to somebody else. Because again, these steps, I have to get these steps in, right? But I was still thinking I had to have it handed to me. I thought that I needed permission from somebody. I thought that somebody had to endow me with this thing that's been in my belly since a little girl. So I went to talking to some other people, right? Even some people that look like me, some Black men from Charlotte who, around executives and have even achieved some level of middle management stature by then. And they said, well, Casey. Now, I could still see in their eyes because they had been working there for 40 years and never scratched the surface, right? But they said, Casey, you have to be able to prove that you can sell enough money to keep a company alive, Casey. Like, yeah, you structuring the product, but you're not out there selling it, right? You're not out there talking, to the people making them buy it, bringing the money in. So I said, okay, cool. Because I'm not afraid at all of any of this stuff. So I then had a conversation, y'all, with a white man, who was the head of middle market business banking, right? Middle market banking, the people who sold these big, sexy banking products, right? To people out there in California. And I said, and literally out for me, I'm just like, I could do this with my eyes closed. I've been structuring multi-billion-dollar deals every single week. I'm talking to CFOs and lawyers and CEOs every day. It's easy. I'm dealing with people with $2 billion in revenue a year or up. You're doing $500 million to $2 billion. Sure. So talk to him, y'all. The same level of confidence, right? Having done so many incredible things, right? And I said, I want to be a CEO one day. I literally told him this, right? And in order to get there, I understand that I need to sell products and prove that I can generate enough money to keep a company alive. And he said to me, he said, you wouldn't be any use to me until at least 3 years in. He said, because you have too much to learn. You wouldn't dare come in here and pick up accounts. You wouldn't be, he said it. He said, you wouldn't be of any use to me for at least 3 years. I said, all right. I ended the conversation right there. All right. So then I changed my tactic again. Now, definitely seeing that these people don't see me, cuz. y'all don't see me, cuz. But that's okay, right? So I changed my reach, and I said, and when I say I said, I literally said to my boss, and my boss's boss, and my boss's boss's boss, that I need to get abroad within the next 12 months. And if I can't get it here, then I'm going to go somewhere else to get it, because I know that I will leave the globe one day and I need the reps to do it. Now, still, I hadn't fully realized that I am depending on people to give me the keys that my soul has always been yearning for. But nevertheless, I'm still reaching. And these people, big ups to the higher ups. These people were definitely like, well, man, we want to keep her. If nothing else, we do want to keep her, right? So there were some conversations had in Singapore. There were some conversations had in London. There were some conversations had in France. Some conversations had in a few places around the world, right? They came to me with the options, and I chose London. Okay, I chose London because London had this group that I would step into as the vice president of that was called leverage finance. And y'all, leverage finance was the tough deals. That's the Warren Buffett stuff. Those are the deals you work on when a company is sinking, like already drowning, right? And you structure a financial package to pull them out. And it might not work, but if it does, man, you Wall Street Journal in this bit. Right? So I said, oh, that's the answer, right? Like, I gotta get over there. I gotta get over there. And I gotta prove myself to these people who don't see me that I can literally do deals where companies are already drowning and be on the Wall Street Journal. And that will be my ticket to being the CEO of a huge company one day. Okay. So the date was set. Okay. I was starting April 2020. I was starting April 2020. I was moving March 2020. So by February 2020, I had my stuff packed. I turned 30, y'all. I had a book release party, and I said on the mic, they said, well, what's next for you, Casey? And I said, I'm going to London to impact the world because I'm going to be a global leader one day. And then in March, the pandemic happened. And the company, like many others, said, we can't take the risk of an international relocation. So we have put all international relocations on pause. And you can't go to London in April. And I was crushed. Hear me, because I had this thing in my belly and I've been reaching for it and I've been proving and I've been running circles around folk. And I've been going higher and higher and higher every time somebody chose not to see me. But how was I going to put my dukes up against a panini panorama pandemic, right? And so I was stuck, right? And then during that time, a few things happened, right? Breonna Taylor lost her life, and Ahmaud Arbery lost his, and Christian Cooper almost lost his in the park, and protests happened, and I was in the streets, you know what I'm saying, with my fists up, shouting every single night, and I got so emboldened because I felt like, wait, for what? And I started telling my boss, if I get locked up, you're not gonna see me tomorrow morning, but I'm out here like, oh, something started riling up in me, right? Something like I still can't find the words, but something switched on the inside of me, right? And during that time, I was tapped, y'all. I was tapped out of my role. I was in Oakland, California, poised to go to London, but on hold, right? And I was tapped. And what they said to me was, Casey, this thing called the PPP has rolled out, and we have a mandate to get loans and forgiveness, right, to hundreds of thousands of businesses around the world in your segment, right? Global banking and markets. Can you please come over and manage a team and help stand up the organization and help? And then when I got there, y'all, I was literally, right? But by this time, to the people's credit, they knew enough, right? To know that Casey wanted to be a leader now, ASAP, blah, blah, blah. So they tapped me for this opportunity to do for the interim before I went to London. And when I got there, I was literally surrounded by, obviously nobody looked like me, okay? But I was surrounded by people who were 30 years my senior and 20 years my senior, they didn't look like me, who were leading countries, okay? In whole halves of the United States, et cetera, right? And you already know this, ran circles, around them. And they tapped me again. They said, Casey, can you lead the pilot program for all of the global banking and markets, the first global banking and markets people that we pulled through this PPP loan forgiveness system? So I stood up the lawyers and the players and the reviewers and the checkers and the infrastructure and the rules. And I was teaching them how to change policy and the tech and all of these things with my eyes closed. It was easy, y'all. But then I said, excuse me. So what does this mean for me at the end of this? Because these people are, unless they're not, right, tell me, but these people are more senior than me. They're making more money than me, I'm assuming. Are y'all about to promote me before the end of this or something? Am I going to London higher than a VP? And what I was told was, on your worst day, you are twice as good than anybody next to you. But there is no way in hell that we are going to be able to promote somebody who's only been a vice president for a year. That's what I was told, right? But that time, y'all, but that time, I no longer believed that they had the keys in the first place. I no longer believed that I needed their permission to give me what my heart had been yearning for. Whoa! My entire life, like I finally got after getting in the streets without permission and marching without permission and feeling something rise up in my belly. I no longer believed that they had the keys to what I needed. And I said, okay. He said, wait, what? I said, now I have enough information to make a decision. and I ended that call. And that Monday, I slid my resignation. That was October 2020. I slid my resignation. Blaze is not 5 years old. It is not 10 years old. we're not even a year and a half yet. But in October 2020, I finally realized that the answer was always on the inside of me, and the things that I could do inside of those walls, it had nothing to do what I was going to do for my people outside of them. And so I took myself abroad. I went to Dubai for a month that November because I needed to show myself that I was as limitless as I felt. And I ideated dreams, baby. I wrote down business plans. I got my thoughts together. And then I went to Zanzibar that December. And I built out the Blaze Business Intensive. And I started marketing myself with no email list. This is December 2020. Because I realized that I never needed them to endow me with anything. It was always in here. And then I launched that course. That's all it was in the beginning. I launched that course in June of 2021. Mind you, we just in December 2022. Okay, somebody with me. And then in February, I got on a one-way flight to Africa because I said, I decide, I am the ticket. This global thing that I'm talking about, it's already inside of me, right? Instead of waiting for somebody to tell me that I'm a tech founder, I told myself, why not me? Why not me? Instead of waiting for somebody to tell me that I am worthy of being the CEO of a huge corporation, I told myself, why not me? It was in February of 2022, after I got on that plane, that Blaze was born, that the acronym Building Leaders and Accepting Zero Excuses was born. That December, I did the first Blaze Virtual Summit, December 2021, and we won a Webby Award Honoree distinction for Best in Business and Finance in the globe. In the globe. 1 year later, 1 year later, after I wrote the business plan out for this thing that didn't even have a name yet. And here we are, 18 months beyond that point of me writing this thing out for this course of the first product and the first business tool, this thing that I kept trying to ask somebody to let me sell so I can prove I can make enough profit to run a company, to keep a company alive. Do y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? It was always inside of me. I just didn't know that Blaze was the huge company that I would be the CEO of one day. Why not me? And NFTs will come. Hear me. Millions of Black women-owned businesses will be mature as a result of the leadership that Blaze is executing in the world. Hear me. In this company, women will always have time off of their menstrual cycles every single month without question. Push the meetings. Tell me you can't make it. Tell me you need to rest. Why not me? Why not me? And I don't know what your path has looked like. I don't know how many no's you have gotten. I don't know how many years you have spent trying to change somebody else's mind. I don't know how much money you have wasted on their degrees and their programs and their accreditations just to still be othered in their rooms. But what I am telling you, what I am telling you is that it's already on the inside of you. There was no code switching in this summit on purpose. The DJ was fire, both of them, on purpose. The way that we speak absolutely gives world-class knowledge that is better than anything else out there in the way that we speak. Why not you? Do not wait for permission. Do not drag your feet. Do not wait for perfection. You build it. You create it. You name it. You trademark it. You create that community. You nurture people. You protect them. You have everything that you need on the inside already. I promise you, cuz. That is my story. That is my why. That is the inception of this thing we call Blaze Virtual Summit that happens twice a year for Black female entrepreneurs around the world. It is a story of me going from person to person and higher, saying, please pick me, please see me, until I realized that I always had what it took to start this movement called Blaze. So what is in your belly? What needs to be birthed out of you? And I need you to ask yourself the question, why not me? I think about our ancestors that we can name, that sung songs to God, saying, oh God, while you're passing out blessings, please, 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 please let some drop on me. I think about the lack that they had, the lack of control, the lack of decision making, the lack of safety, the lack of ownership, the lack of love and humanity that they had. And I then juxtapose that to all that we have in our hands today, all of the knowledge, all of the resources, all of the tech, all of the tools, all of the people, all of the connectivity that we have today. And I pray that same prayer. I sing that same song while standing up and acting, because faith without words is dead, baby. So I still know where my help comes from. I still know that there is a God in the universe that loves the hell out of me. I still know that I was always destined for this path, right? But I do the work every day. I show up in lack. I show up in plenty. I show up scared as hell. I show up in confidence, but I show up every day. And I am telling you that you can do the same. You can do even more than me. I promise you. Just start somewhere. I love y'all deep. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. That's all. That's it. But I honor every single one of y'all. I honor every single one of y'all. And I'm done. And usually, I close it out right here. I announce the winners and I close it out, but I do want to allow folks to say anything they want to say, right? It doesn't need to be flowers. I know y'all love me and I love y'all, but anything you want to say, definitely raise your hand and I will let some folks come on the stage and ensure that we close the summit out together. While people are queuing up in the hand raise section, I'm going to announce the winners. Okay, I'm going to officially announce the winners. Okay, all right. Number one, everyone, we have our girl Demetra Lucas with 8,570 points. Come on, Demetra. Demetra has been absolutely killing it. I am so thrilled for you, Mama Sita. And you win a very, very, very special prize from Podium, which is their shaker plan. It is free to you for 1 year. And on that plan, you get unlimited courses, paid or free. You get unlimited coaching sessions via video chat, paid or free. You get unlimited webinars, paid or free. And every single webinar that's done live will automatically save the recording and continue to charge for access to that content. You get unlimited downloads to offer to your people, paid or free. You get a community that has no cap. You can have as many membership tiers as you want to, paid or free. And you get an affiliate program where you can have as many people as you want to sign up, and they will sell your product to all of their communities and automatically get a commission for every sale that they make. So that is something that Podi and I wanted you to have, you, specifically you, Demetra, given that you have worked so hard to secure the spot. And just to let you know, it is a powerful tool. The Blaze Knowledge Academy, we have a membership community of 5.6 thousand people today. We have about 1.6 thousand customers today of people just buying different products or downloads or whatever. We have some affiliates, maybe 50 affiliates in there today, and I pay Podia 0% on any sales I make because I'm in the very same plan you're in. So it doesn't take off any margin. from any sales. So it is a beautiful launch to a business or an extension of the business you already have. But definitely utilize this to get it popping in your first year. All right. So proud of you. I wish I could see the chat right now, but I can't because I have the winners big on the screen. I hope y'all can see it as big as I can. It's pretty cute. All right. Number 2. I'm going to say all of these, y'all. Okay, let me say number 2. We have Tiffany Brown, but I'm telling y'all, all the rest, y'all get a super dope prize. We have number 3, Tiara Davis. Number 4, Chandra Merritt. Come on now. Number 5, Aaliyah Young. Number 6, Samia Mosley. Officially, number 7, Courtney West. Okay, Court. Number 8, Andrea Kwok. I hope I'm saying it right. Mamacita, Love and Light. Number 9, Shayla Terry. Number 10, Gina Green. Number 11, Janae Wiggins. Ravens girl, who is my girl. Number 12, Demetria Williams. Number 13, Monet Esby. Number 14, y'all, Dana Stancil Jones. Oh my gosh! And number 15 is Jasmine Prince. Super dope, ladies. And what you all get in spots number 2 through 15, hear me clearly. And I'm telling you today, even if you don't understand this concept, this thing is going to pay dividends for years to come. What you all get is a very, very, very intensive, deep dive, customized automation audit for your business. And in that audit, you're not only going to be able to talk about what exists for your business today, but you're going to articulate all the dreams that you have, all of the dreams that you have that exist and do not exist. And then each of you will receive, it will be pages and pages long, a customized strategic document that gives you tips. Everybody's will be very different on the tech, the tools, the solutions, etc., that you should use. Each of you will have your own customized one to actualize everything you listed and everything that was audited. Okay, you will receive a customized strategic document that tells you how to automate all pockets of your existing business, right, and your dreams. So just to give you some context on what this can do for you and will do for you, right? On Zapier alone, right, that is a tool. I automate about 3,000 tasks per month. It saves me hours every single week, right? Across social media type stuff, right, that happens, I automate about 799, that's the average, activities per month, but I use probably like 40 automation tools today. Okay, so literally, I mean, like definitely even my consulting clients, they're like, how are you but like I'm chilling. I take a nap every day, cool. The Blaze Virtual Summit, we plan this thing from inception to launch in 90 days every time. Like 90 days, not a day over, not an hour over that. So you will get all of that gain, which will pay dividends for years to come. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope that it edifies you tremendously. And again, I want to remind you all that at midnight, the 50% offer for the Blaze Business Intensive expires. At midnight, the 50% offer for the Blaze Business Intensive expires. The code is summer 2022. Go to blazeknowledgeacademy.com to check it out. blazeknowledgeacademy.com to check it out. But I teach that myself. I teach it live. You have unlimited feedback from me on anything you need help with via email throughout the entire 6 weeks. We get together every single Saturday and I teach the cohort for 6 weeks. You get lifetime access. I'm going to say that word again, those 2 words again, lifetime access to wind down Wednesday office hours, so that during the course and thereafter, any questions that you have that come up in your business, you, an alumni, only y'all ever, will have access to that weekly wind down Wednesday office hour with me. You get tools and resources such as cash flow projection templates, business planning templates, budgeting tools, I mean, you get so much competitive analysis, a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. And you obviously get to learn alongside a tribe of your peers, an inner tribe of your peers. So you see a lot of former students in here, right? So y'all really do rock together. But that expires on midnight. At midnight, you can still enroll, right, up until July the 7th because the course starts on the 9th, right? But that particular special, right, discount expires tonight at midnight. All right. That was an interesting sound. Okay. See, this has been a long 5 days. My body checking out on me. All right. So now this is the end. Like, let me make this clear for y'all though. But I'm not gonna close the mic, okay? Because folks was hurt last time. But then I went into the replay and saw how hurt folks were. But this is the end. So y'all, after you finish talking, I need y'all to get this. Let this resonate. Let this sizzle in your spirit, okay? So y'all don't be mad at me. After y'all finish talking, it's over, okay? There will be no more sessions, okay? I'm not gonna be back on the stage. I'm gonna see some of y'all in the Blazers Intensive. Love y'all. I'll see the 15 in the strategic audit session. Demetria, I'll definitely facilitate the podium gift to you. But that's it now, okay? Now the community still gets down, but this ain't happening again until December. All right, I think I've beat a dead horse. Yes, I have to prime y'all, Jazz, because y'all be fussing. All right. So now we are going to give our reflections, right? Anything you want to say? The mic is yours. All right, Aaliyah, you are up, mama.
Y'all can hear me? I know I talk so much, y'all, but that's my tea. I'm gonna be a global renowned speaker, y'all. That's my lane. I've been doing this since I was a kid. I'm stepping into my power, but my reflection is I have not taken this lightly. When I say everything has been happening in my life in divine order, all the way up until me getting here to Texas from Chicago. If I was in Chicago, I wouldn't even been able to make space to make this space. So, like I say, everything happened for a reason. I'm happy to be here. I am on cohort 6, so I'm going to be a future alumni. I'm going to be back in December with my powerful testimony. Y'all going to be like, my good sister said she was going to work these 6 months, and she showed up. I'm showing up. I'm not taking this lightly. I'm taking me a rest day today because I need to digest everything and get my brain right and get it ready for when I rise at 5 on Monday for prayer and then, get into my day. I'm coming to my meeting, Casey, equipped and already ready. You finna see so much of me. You gonna be like, my little sister is so irritating. I am, y'all. I'm clingy like that when I love you. Like, girl, I need that power. I need you to keep feeding me. I need all y'all to keep feeding me. I'm following some of y'all on social media. I've replied to everybody direct messages. I've exchanged phone numbers. Thank y'all for my tribe finding me, for me trying to find my tribe. Even the friendship does not foster from this space, just a connection, just to know you all, just to have experienced you all, to hear y'all, to know some of y'all stories, partially meet with people. I thank you so much, Casey, and I cannot thank you enough. Like I said, you're going to get tired of seeing me at this point. Then when y'all see me on y'all TVs doing my book tours and stuff, y'all going to be like, my sis told us. She came and told us. My foundation. I even changed my social media names to my foundation name already. It's just written out on paper, just the name. I ain't even got the whole plan yet, but we going up anyway, I love you, Casey. Yeah. I thank y'all so much. I'm happy to be here. It's going up. I'm gonna see y'all in December. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Mwah, 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 mwah. It's up, sis. Ashe and amen. Ashe and amen. I love it. Okay, Dr. Alexis, I'm bringing you up, Mamacita. All right, I gave you more time this time. Now, I don't see Dr. Alexis up. Okay, there we go.
You hear me?
Yep, I hear you.
All right, good. I want to say to you,
You are a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful jewel in a gem that we have all been blessed to experience and hold space with. I give thanks to you for creating this space and following your divine gifts. I give thanks for them people telling you they truth about you, which it wasn't the truth about you, and you finding your own truth. I give thanks for all the beautiful women, queens, goddesses that came and support you and that will continuously support you. I give thanks for the generations that we won't even be alive to see that will still benefit from the planting that you've done in this season of life. I give thanks for all of the abundance that you're going to receive and be poured back into you, the rest that you will get after this conference and this summit, the continual support that you will get after this summit. I thank the Most High for you and I love you. I just want you to know before this summit, I was in a whole nother space. And after this summit, your girl twerking and ready to work. So I'm giving so much thanks for you, all the sisters in this space. And let's just continue to be blessed, continue to walk in our purpose, and just slay every damn thing we touch. All right.
Ashe, Ashe. Thank you so much, sis. I love you so much, Dr. Alexis. I love you so much. Y'all are so sweet. Okay, Raven, you don't gotta show your camera, but I gotta bring you on stage, mama. I gotta give you your flowers for sure. Um, Raven.
I'm in here doing my hair, listening.
Raven, I appreciate you so much. Sis, I appreciate you so much. I trust you immensely, and that means everything to me. I trust you with my businesses. That means everything to me. I trust your intuition. I trust you with my eyes closed, and I appreciate you for being my right hand woman in this in a space where we've collaborated with over 40 businesses and to put on a huge production, and I did not worry one bit at all, sis. You have killed it. You have executed at the utmost level of excellence. You have done everything you told me you would do. You have put your authenticity into this thing. You have affirmed me behind the scenes. You affirmed me on stage and made me cry. And even if you don't do a single thing more, Raven, even if you don't do a single thing more, I am so grateful for everything you have sown into me, into my life, into my company, into all of the women present here. I thank you for your answer being yes without hesitation. And I thank you for trusting me the way that you do. I don't take that lightly. So I just want to honor you for that. You've done an incredible job. We've done it again, sis.
Thank you, Casey.
Of course.
It's been a long journey. I feel very honored. Sometimes I just sit behind the scenes and let other people love on you because I'll be like, I get her all the time. And I've known you for so long, but I just be thinking, I'm like, damn, like we done been through a lot together these last few years. And I know listening to Jazz message, the one about community hurt, I'm like, I be like, fuck them bitches. Like I don't like them bitches. Like I'm still not there yet. But I'm also like at the same time, if you don't release what's in your hands, you won't have empty hands to receive. And that was me. I know that my hands were full with so many people who did not value me, but I was very useful. And I think coming from being a little girl, my story, being adopted and, always just looking for somebody to embrace you and say, like, I love you. Like, I just was always looking for you. Always. And I don't mean that lightly. Always. And like now, just knowing that I have you, like I can just shoot a text and I don't have to sugarcoat. I don't have to, I'll voice message you crying. And like while Leah was talking, like, you gonna get sick of me. She don't. You never make me feel that way. You never made me feel like I was a burden or you was tired of me, even when I would talk about one thing a million times until I could process it. You just sit there with me. And then when I'm like, I think I got it, you be like, yeah, you got it. I remember a year ago. Like, so just being here, the summit, what it bought me, I'm like, damn, on the creative side, I'm like, oh, I'm ready to tell Casey about what I want to do for Blaze and what we can offer on this new area for Web3 for people coming in. Like, everybody might not want to build their own community. They might want somebody to design that shit for them. I'm like, I would love to do that all day. Like, you just tell us what you need. We'll make the office. We'll make the space. Like, I never wanted my own business. Honestly, I didn't. I never wanted to be a CEO. I always wanted to work with a team. I'm a very team person. I'm the person who, I spent my money looking for you, sisterhood. I spent my money looking for you at US, so many times. So now that you've created it, it is my honor to work under you, aside you, around you. To build this, like, it's my dream. This is what I wanted to do since I was little, and it saves me so much money because I don't have my full degree, and I don't be like, oh, I need to go back and get it. I be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna find a class and teach myself. I'm gonna teach myself. I'm gonna do it, and so I'm here with you until the end of times. I was like, damn, in December I'm gonna have a baby. Because my baby, my little baby, my baby due in October, so she'll be here, and I'm just so excited. You was talking, I'm like, girl, you didn't even tell you met your man in Zanzibar, girl. You leaving out parts of the story. Don't do G like that. Do not do G like that. Like, shit really came full circle for us, and you already know how I feel. Without you loving me and helping me heal, I wouldn't have been able to receive all the blessings that's coming into my life. So I love you deep, 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 deep. And we in this cradle to grave.
We are, sis. I love you too so much. Thank you, Raven. All right, so good. All right, so Mallory, I'm bringing you on the stage to share whatever you want to, right? Reflections before we close down the stage. It's the Mallory, and then Jasmine, and then Tier.
Okay, hi, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. I just wanted to say that this summit has really just opened my eyes to so many different things, to the things that I want to do, because there's so many things that I'm passionate about, but I can never find a way to put a business aspect to it and be able to make money off of what I love. Like, I never thought about it that way. So to hear the different types of ways I can do it, and hear and not just the business aspect, but my own lifestyle and how I can lead my life, just different things, was just amazing. And it really helped me open my eyes to see like what I want to do, because I was just talking to my mom earlier, and I was just like, as much as a 9-to-5 job, like, that can work for other people, but I don't want that for the rest of my life. I want to be able to, not work 24/7, wake up and still have money in my account. Like, that's what I want to do. And I've been knowing that from a young age, but I didn't know how to push that forward. And so now that I know, I'm so excited for what I can do. So I really appreciate this, and I really love this.
Good. I'm excited for. Oh, she was like, peace. I'm excited for you, Mallory. You have okay. She she listened to Mike again. I'm excited for you, Mama, and I am rooting you on. You got this, and if you ever need anything, you know you got folk sis. So you just let us know, okay?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I didn't even know I was trying to mute myself, and it just went off. I was like, oh my goodness. But thank you so much.
You're welcome, beautiful. Thank you. All right. Next is Jazz.
Okay, hey again. I always am appreciative of like the spaces that you create in Blaze, but particularly the summit. I feel like the very first summit met me in a place where I was ready to shift away from business altogether. And this summit is meeting me in a place where I'm shifting closer to like what the dream really is. And so I'm just thankful that for whatever reason, God keeps aligning Blaze to be aligned with shifts that are important and that matter in business. I think about just as you shared your story that I think this summit particularly, right, like speaks to the little girl in all of us, the little girl who had big dreams and wild dreams and who through life and people, like, was taught that like those dreams weren't practical, they weren't logical, they didn't matter, that they were not attainable. And I think that you call like that little girl to the front to sit down and like just listen and learn and like be poured into. And I think for Black women, like as we enter these soft eras, and like I'm all here for that like we need to like the little girl in us needs to be able to like sit and appreciate like these spaces, because I think it is monumental for like our healing, but I also think that it is monumental for like all of the generations that come after us, right? That there's something about us healing the little girls in us that allow us to speak to actual little girls with such grace, and with wisdom and with love, and affirm like who they are and who they want to be without abandon. And so I appreciate this space because it makes me think very differently about the ways in which I affirm my students and the ways in which I affirm my niece and the ways in which I will affirm my daughter, because I want them to believe like their wildest dreams are always possible, and that like the thing that they want to do, the thing that they want to produce, like it is inside of them, and no one has to give them permission to do that thing, to explore that thing, to find that thing that like by nature of them wanting it, like they have their permission. And so this is a space that always just like speaks to little girl in me and just invites her to like be present and to be a part and to have fun and to laugh and to like just be at peace. And so I appreciate you for creating a space that is soft and that is Black as fuck and is communal, because these are sacred spaces for Black women, and we often don't have these. And so it is like always sacred ground and sacred time when I get to spend time at the summit, because I just know for myself and for so many other people why this matters more than I think you will ever truly understand. And so, you know, I got big love for you. We locked in for life, but thank you so much as always.
Thank you, Jazz. And I just want to tell you that you are so worthy of all good things. You are worthy of all good things. You are worthy of ease. You are worthy of praise. You are worthy of support, the support that is going to rush your way now that you have figured out, right? That you want to go on. So please accept it with open arms. Don't run from it, in a personal, in the personal realm, on a business realm, on a professional realm. Do not run from it, even at times where it feels foreign to you. You are so deserving of all the soft, beautiful love and good things that will come your way. Mwah. Whew. All right, y'all. Next up is Tierra.
Hey guys, I wanted to turn
Hey.
around for the last moment. Casey, girl, I ain't gonna do too much because I know how it feels to have your eyes all cried out and your cheeks hurting and stuff, but everything they said about you times 10. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to and helping me to not only find my voice, but then giving me a space to use it and actually feel heard, right? So I talk with purpose. Just from these last couple of days, I'm talking with purpose every time I leave, because right now it's 4. So when I'm leaving, it's 4 o'clock and I'm going and I'm walking out to the street, my posture is a little different because you told me to take up this space. You told me to stop scooting over on that sidewalk. You told me to stop walking with my head down and put my shoulders up. And I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that. And I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for reassuring me. Even though I shouldn't have needed the reassurance, I want to thank you for reassuring me that I am enough. I've been enough, and I will continue to be enough, right? And at some moments, if I come off to be too much, then they are not enough. And it's not a me problem, it's a their problem. And I ain't adjusting shit. I want to thank you for letting me know that it's okay to be unapologetically me and to live within the insecurities that I have, the flaws that I have, and to stay in them, but not let them take over me, and to let them empower me. And I want to and I just want to thank you, because when I say I'm walking with purpose now, I'm talking with purpose now. And I know it's kind of crazy to think, because it's like, girl, it's been a couple days, but you would have had to see me before these couple days. You would have to hear how I talk before these couple days to know why I'm coming right now. And I thank you for that. I am unapologetically passionate. I am unapologetically committed, and I am going to be unapologetically intentional with where I'm putting my energy. And that's because of Blaze. Okay. So thank you. Thank y'all. Thank you for letting me share this space with every amazing speaker that was here. Y'all done it now. Thank you.
Man, Tierra, big founder energy is all I can say, Cole. Big founder energy. I believe everything you said, sis. And yeah, Erica said y'all done it now. She said it, you heard it. Walk in that, but also, sis, forgive yourself for what you did not understand. Okay? Forgive yourself for what you did not understand. There's no such thing as you should have already known. We are victims. Don't victim blame. We are victims to a system that works overtime to keep us bound, right? And working as the last rung on the ladder, and to be the ones that always show up for everybody else and have no energy to show up for ourselves, right? So forgive yourself for what you did not understand. Walk in this. Can't nobody take it away. This joy that you have, the world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. Love you, Mamacita. All right. So next we have Christina King. You are on the stage, Mama.
Hello. Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry. My daughter's right next to me. First, I just wanted to say that this summit really felt like a summation, just a lot of things coming together to work for the greater good. I wasn't necessarily sure what I was expecting. I didn't know what to expect. I had never heard of it. I had never seen it. I just saw someone clicked it on Instagram. And like I said in the comments, I just kind of ran away with it. What has transpired over the past 5 days has been, it renders differently how you move, how you think about yourself. As a Black woman, we collectively know that there are others of us that are like us, that are like-minded, but I would be remiss if I didn't say that there are other forces that work overtime to make you feel like there aren't, that we are 1,000 Black women away from another Black woman like us. And that's just not true. And I've shared these videos and everything that I've learned. I have been texting, and my tribe personally is very, very small. Just me, my daughter, and my sister. I lost a younger sister, but the 5 days I spent here made me feel like the embodiment of my sister's spirit I've seen across feeds and booths and platforms and just all of the aspirations that these other women are moving forward with. And I just wanted to give everybody a round of applause. I've just been awed from beginning to end. And you personally, seeing you be vulnerable, set such a precedent for myself as a reminder that we are so much more than our trauma. And we can move beyond that. And not only can we move beyond that, we get to turn around and help someone else move beyond that. And it's just been an amazing time. And I know I'm no more appreciative than anyone else. I can tell from the accolades, but for all of us, I just think it's been an amazing thing. You've been like a beacon. And I just wish everyone ultimate success in everything that they're doing. And thank you for this Blaze Virtual Summit. It's been very, very, very self-affirming. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, so much, Christina. You are life. Your words are so thorough. I know everybody has spoken, but something about you, the way you deliver your message is so pure and sweet. So that has touched some very deep parts of my being. I'm so happy to know you now. Love and light on the journey.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, y'all. And we have one more. Okay. My girl, Nina Scott.
All right. So first, I'm going to speak to all of my beautiful Blaze sisters who I now claim, I love, I now support, I now love, honor, and am now a part of your family. I want you to know that watching this summit as an attendee versus a speaker from the first summit just put me in a completely different space. I feel like a true big sister. And I want each and every one of you to know, if no one has told you in a while, but I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for showing up. I'm proud of you for talking in the chat. I'm proud of you for DMing and making appointments and visiting booths because they told us that we aren't supposed to do this. And so, Casey, thank you for opening up this space and allowing us to do this. I want y'all to know that Casey is a woman of her word. Casey actually found something from the beginning of our relationship that I did not even know that I still had years ago. And so, that took me back. But I want y'all to know that Casey is a woman of her word. And to echo Raven, it's some things Casey told me that I was supposed to do a long time ago that every time I know I'm gonna be in her space, I'm like, oh, she gonna ask me about it. And she never does. All she does is open her arms up and brings me in and gives me the biggest hug. So know that you are in this space for a purpose, and don't allow it just to be a moment. You will get out of it what you put into it. And so I say that to each and every one of you who are here in the space, who are going to watch the replay. You will get out of it what you put into it. So continue to show up, continue to drop DMs, continue to ask questions, continue to ask for help. But the most important thing that I want you to do is to continue to take care of yourself, give yourself grace. Y'all will see and hear later that I'm one of the heart. I'm one of the care for yourself first, no matter what the situation, no matter what they tell you. Take care of yourself first. Now, Casey, I'm gonna speak to you. I'm not gonna take up time to say how much I love you because you know that. But what I want to take up time to say is thank you for giving us the space this time to give you your flowers because it's so, so, so important. Hearing it and reading it does two different things for you. And so I hope that you, as you, decompress and as you walk away and kind of reflect on this particular summit, I hope that you find value in this moment and continue to give us opportunities to say thank you. Y'all can hear him. I wish I could see this finger snap and these eyes that I'm giving these kids in the background. They wait till I'm on the call. But Casey, thank you for this moment. Thank you for being obedient. Thank you for flipping the table and for creating this space because it's necessary. You are necessary. You are so vital. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
I love you too so much. You see, I listened now. The last time Nina fussed at me bad, y'all. I mean, literally, I wasn't paying any attention to the chat, y'all. Nina was writing in the comments. She was writing in the Q&A. Like, I know you're not about to close this out. She about to close it out. Y'all do something. And I'm over here in Tanzania. Well, I was in Tanzania last time. This time I'm in Kenya. But nobody can do anything because I'm literally not at arm's reach. But I listen, sis. And I'm appreciative to you, number one. Right? I'm appreciative to you, number one, for that's what I call feedback, right? For giving the feedback, for making sure I heard you, and being part of this very sacred moment right here, because it does mean so much, and y'all do pour into. Ooh, I'm trying to stop crying. Y'all do pour into my spirit, and even big shout out to cohort 3 and their friends, because I feel like some other people were mixed in there too. But big shout out to cohort 3 and their friends who literally showed up for me when I really needed support at the top of this year when I moved pretty quickly from Cape Town, South Africa to Nairobi, Kenya, and gave everything I had to continue pressing on with my dreams, right? And I think this piece is pretty important too, right? So when I left corporate, I mean, something that I mentioned to the story, I invested $80,000 of my own cash in myself, right? I said, bump what y'all talking about. Like, bump what y'all talking about. I ain't even about to wait for no loans or no no's. Like, I invested $80,000 into my business, and then the rest I just used to live off of. And I just believed in something, right? Something that I couldn't see. And the first year was absolutely beautiful, right? And at the top of the year, every round goes higher, and I was, making another costly transition. This time actually moving into an empty apartment, like literally setting up residency here. And there were a lot of expenses involved in that. And cohort 3 went behind my back and sent over some cash through my daddy. They coordinated behind my back, but literally got my entire office set up in some very important things around in my living room. So I mean, that's what this is about, y'all, right? Like, that's what this is about. Showing up for each other, being comfortable enough as well, right, to say, hey, I need this, or that's one thing we do in the Blaze Intensive. Every week we share our sweets and our sours. And they took my sour and did something with it without my permission, right? And that's a beautiful thing, right? Showing up without permission. So if y'all can take anything from who Nina is, right, and the way that she shows up, I think it is that, because I absolutely admire that about her. All right, sis. Thank you so much. I was obedient. All right, y'all. So that is it. This was absolutely amazing, absolutely incredible. I appreciate every single one of you who have poured into this summit, from the 40 businesses that we collaborated with for speaker sessions, to the sponsors who gave generously, to Cape very, very hard for Black women. I thank Raven again for being my production assistant, who I can always depend on, and now she has productized this. I can't wait to hear her ideas. I thank the attendees. You all are literally the spirit of the summits, right? What you do in the chat, the emojis that you place on the screen, the DMs that you send real time, the way that you show up in networking, The way that you start coming in and say, "What's up, biz besties?" I mean, you say it with your chest, right? Because you mean it, and that changes people's lives, right? So I applaud all of you for being part of the fabric, right? For being part of the fabric of what makes this work. And I gotta shout out my boo, y'all. People don't realize this, but I actually hired about 4 different people in 2021. No shade, right? To really figure out. And I'm very particular about the vision that I have. My visions are already. My visions are always things that are beyond what people can see, right? Beyond what people what exists. And I hired 4 different people in 2021 to get our social stuff right, and literally have a vibe, a voice, a tone, a culture to it. And yeah, it just kept falling flat, right? People just didn't get it, or they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, how many times a day? Like, what's the, whatever. And then in October, I looked at my boo. Now, my boo, y'all, I met him in Zanzibar. Raven was mad I didn't say that. But yeah, in my solo trip to Zanzibar, when I quit my job, that's when I met him. Literally, God had the two of us meet, literally, right? Like, we have very similar journeys. We have very similar personalities. My soul knew him when I saw him, right? And his soul knew me when he saw me. I hadn't been in a relationship for 5 years since my marriage because I refused to. I didn't trust myself enough to pick a partner, right? Yeah. But anyway, in October, I said to my boo, just desperate, boo, can you manage this right here, right? And this man is a freaking genius, y'all. He's a genius. The way that he put out content and studied the audience. He literally studied the audience. And when he got the audience, it was about 230 folks, right? On a single platform. We hadn't even done all the other things, right? And then he started nurturing, right? And putting out stuff and looking at the data, et cetera. And then he figured out, it's something about black celebrity speaking, like the auntie vibes, the grandmama vibes. And then, like, for me, it started clicking, like, oh my gosh, like those are our heroes. It's not business behemoths, right? Because they don't exist. Like, those are, so he started putting out more of that, and then the people started coming, right? And then literally, I think it was probably at the top of February, right? We've gone from 200 to about like 1,000 maybe, and that was cute, right? That was better than anybody else had done thus far. And then he started flipping the content, the snippets from these black women to black and white, right? And something about that hit, y'all. Something about that hit, right? Literally, and I'm not having to do anything, right? And Hootsuite started emailing us and saying, you are literally the top 100%, like you're doing better than 100% of business on social media. I was showing on my stories a lot, like every single week they would send us that, right? And then, so March 27th hits, y'all, and it's literally the same day I started marketing behind the scenes for the summit, because that strategy too. I literally only market for 2 weeks because I want everybody to be excited, and it works, right? Thousands of people came. But anyway, the point is, y'all, on May the 27th, we had 1,375 followers. Okay, it's mostly, many of y'all know this. In the last 2 weeks, now almost three, we have 15,000. Because like 15,000, y'all can scroll the people. These are black women. I mean, they're commenting like hundreds. Like, these are not bots, but because he studied, like, caping hard for black women, like, that's the energy, man. That is the energy. He studied us, right? He studied the nuances. He studied the comments. He studied us. And he gave what we wanted. This is my boo, y'all. and then I said, okay, I'm not a marketer, but I said, okay, I'm gonna take what you did and I'm gonna put that in the ads. A lot of y'all, I just saw an Instagram comment, you don't know how it came to you. I said, I'm gonna take what he did and I'm gonna put it in the ads. And I told the ads what my boo G figured out that black women want. And it had nothing to do with business, okay? Let me tell you, it had nothing to do with business. But I said, let me try this. And as soon as I started running the ads, it was hundreds of people registering every single day. And then Facebook sent notifications that we were, some of y'all saw this on my story, we are above average in engagement, above average in conversions, and above average in the quality of the content. So very fire stuff. A very long-winded way. I didn't mean to talk that much about my boo, but a very long-winded way of saying thanks to that man. I love that man. It, I think, underscores, right, the importance of vulnerability, the importance of asking for help, and letting somebody show you what they're willing to do. Because he tearing it up, y'all. He tearing it up. So love and light to y'all. Baby, they saying you cold and all kind of beautiful things. All right, ladies. I appreciate you. I wish you well on your journey, right? This is officially the end. Make sure that anytime you want to see a replay, you go to blazevirtualsummit.com. blazevirtualsummit.com. You will be able to come in here and watch the replay. Will your cousins be able to come in here if they have not registered? No. So you're going to have to share your screen or something, sis, okay? But they can't. So anybody that has registered up until this very second can come in and watch the replay. Just come to blazevirtualsummit.com and you will be able to get inside. But anybody that has not registered thus far, you can't. And we'll see you in December. All right. Love and light, y'all. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.